Hello and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. This is episode 8 and today I am going to be making a fully automatic sorting system in my base. If you caught the last couple of episodes, you'll see that I've actually been doing quite a lot of digging underneath the blue HQ here. Right now it's a 50 by 50 area and it goes down to Y level 0, so that means that so far I have dug out 140,000 blocks, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't when I have haste 2, which means I can just instant mine. But of course, since the 1.18 update, we now have to mine a lot of deep slate before we get to bedrock level. And yeah, deep slate is not instant mineable, so mining it is pretty painful. But in case you didn't know me, let me introduce myself. I am a psycho, so I'm gonna get rid of these 150,000 deep slate blocks right now. And bam, there we go. Now all of this deep slate has been removed, and yeah, as you can see here, it goes all the way down to bedrock level. I'm still cleaning up a few blocks here and there, trying to find the last few bits of deep slate because, you know, I want to get rid of absolutely everything except the bedrock here because I just think it looks quite cool. So yeah, in case you were wondering, this actually took around about 16 hours to do, so quite a lot of time. But like I said before, there is something wrong with me, so I don't particularly hate doing projects like these. I actually find them quite fun. But yeah, now that we've got all of this space, I think it is time to start actually building something. I know, they said it could never be done, but I'm gonna do it. First of all, I think I need to make some proper floors, so I'm just thinking about how much space I'm gonna need. I think I'm gonna keep this top floor as it is right now. You can see I've started building a little platform here. This will give us 10 blocks of space, which will definitely be more than enough for my storage. I'm thinking about what block I'm gonna have the floor as, and honestly, I'm not too sure. I think at least for now, I'm just gonna continue this stone brick. I can always change it later if needs be. Okay, nice. There's all the stone bricks placed, and I've also continued the sea lanterns up here. By the way, if you're wondering how I've got all of these sea lanterns, Slack Lizard actually has a guardian farm, and he very kindly gave me some. So, thank you, Slack. But yeah, I just realized I don't think I ever showed you guys the amount of ores that we got. So if we take a look in these chests here, as you can see, I have like almost 2 rows of redstone blocks, loads of copper, loads of lapis, loads of iron. That's like a beacon and a half worth, plus the entire beacon that I'm using right now. And then with regards to gold and coal, I didn't really get that much of, but it's fine. I also picked up basically like every single block from the dig, so yeah, I literally have like unlimited deep slate and unlimited stone, which is really handy. But yeah, now that we've got this nice large top floor here, it's time to start building the storage system, because right now you could say that I have a kind of extreme chest monster and I want everything to be nice and automatic. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But first, I need to get the materials. So for the first item, I need 43 stacks of chests. And I've looked through all of my storage here and I crafted all the wood that I had into chests. And yeah, surprisingly, I do have enough. All of that tree chopping I did off camera is starting to pay off. So yeah, we can tick that item off the list, and the next one is hoppers. Oh, wait a minute, you need chests to craft hoppers, and I need 27 stacks of hoppers, which means I need 27 more stacks of chests, and I've only got 7 spare stacks of chests, which means I need to get 20 more stacks of chests, which is actually 40 stacks of logs. So for a normal person, this would be pretty annoying, because most normal people don't like chopping loads of wood. But luckily, I am not a normal person, so it's no problem whatsoever. I just need to travel quite the fair distance, actually, to get to some trees, because everybody on the server has just been deforesting absolutely everything in like a 500 block radius. But yeah, now it's time to chop like a shulker box and a half of logs. Okay, cool. Back at the base now with my 20 stacks of chests. But the thing is, to make a shulker box of hoppers, you don't only need a shulker box of chests. You need 5 shulker boxes of iron as well. But luckily, I have actually gathered quite a lot of iron from digging out this base. So let's just craft all of these into nuggets and see how many we have. Okay, it looks like I have just over 1 shulker box, which isn't even nearly enough. But luckily, Liara, one of the other members, actually has an iron farm and an iron shop. So I met up with her and actually made a custom deal for a bulk purchase. She gave me a shulker box of iron blocks. Yes, you heard that right. a shulker of blocks in return for 2 stacks of diamonds, which is about half price. Unfortunately, we recorded that meetup when I was having some trouble with my recording software, so unfortunately you guys won't be able to see it, but it's not the end of the world. This is the second time this has happened recently, but hopefully it shouldn't happen again anytime soon because I think I've got it all fixed. But yeah, enough yippa yappa. As you can see, I've got my shulker of iron blocks. I feel like a prince right now. I don't think I've ever had this much iron in Minecraft. This is crazy. But yeah, let's just craft a bunch of it into ingots until we have 5 shulkers. Okay, nice. We've got the 5 shulkers of iron nuggets now. And look, we've even got over half a shulker of iron blocks left to our disposal. This should definitely keep me sorted for a decent amount of time. But yeah, now we've just got to combine a bunch of chests and iron together to make a bunch of hoppers. Did I make a miscalculation? Wait, I only got 20 stacks of chests. I needed 27 stacks of chests. How could you guys let this happen? Oh my lord. Well, I guess I'm out to collect 14 more stacks of logs. Yay. Anyway, I'm sure you're getting bored of these, so I'll just skip to when I have all the hoppers. Flippin' miscalculations, dude. Oh man. Okay, cool. I can finally tick hoppers off of the list. The next thing we need is 13 stacks of blocks, and I think I'm just gonna use stone bricks, so this should be very, very fast. All I have to do is get a bunch of stone that I've got from digging out the entire base, and then just craft them all. And there we go. That was easy. Next up is 10 stacks of redstone, which should be incredibly easy to craft because I do have all the blocks here. I love having loads of resources in Minecraft. I just get to craft everything up. This is awesome. We're making some really fast progress now. Next up, I need 3 stacks of redstone torches, so I just need some sticks and some redstone. Sweet, there we go. And now the second to last thing is 3 stacks of comparators. So for that, I need 3 stacks of quartz, which I should have from all of that ancient debris mining. 3 stacks of torches, again, which should be easy, and 3 stacks of stone. It looks like I've got everything I need right here once again. Looking through all of this junk though is just really, really making me happy that I'm gonna have a nice automatic storage system very soon, because this is just painful. Come on, quartz, where are you? Oh, there you are. Nice. And with that, I can now craft 3 stacks of comparators. Oh wait, no, I need more stone. Oh dang, so I need 9 stacks of redstone torches to make 3 stacks of comparators? That's crazy. For some reason, I thought I needed 3 stacks to make 3 stacks of comparators. My brain just isn't working today. Okay, cool. There's the 3 stacks of comparators, meaning that I now only have 1 more item to craft / collect until I have everything I need to build this huge storage system. And that is target blocks. That may sound a little odd, but that's just what I need. I don't know, apparently it's needed for the redstone contraption. Don't ask me. Instead, ask Silent, because I don't know if I mentioned it, but it is actually his design. And yeah, he's literally living right there on that crafting table, so I'm sure he'll be pleased when he sees this. But yeah, anyway, I'm not entirely sure on how to craft the target blocks. I'm a little nervous. Oh, hay bales and redstone dust. That isn't actually too bad. I thought it might be really expensive, but I guess not. So I need 3 stacks of target blocks, which is 3 stacks of hay bales, which is a whole entire shulker box of wheat. Okay, maybe I was wrong. A shulker box of wheat is kind of crazy. First of all, let's just go through my chest monster and see how much I have. So it turns out I may have completely and utterly jinxed that. I literally have 4 pieces of wheat to my name, and I need a flipping shulker box for these 3 stacks of target blocks. I just had a feeling that target blocks were extremely expensive. I mean, there is a little bit of wheat growing on somebody's farm over here. I guess I could try harvesting this and see how much I get. Okay, I got 18 from that, and that's with fortune as well. Oh man, I am a sad smurf. Well, I'm not really sure how to get a shulker box of wheat. To be fair, I do have a lot of bones from the skeleton farm, so I guess I could just sit here and just keep bone mealing the wheat over and over and over again, and then AFKing at the skeleton farm to get as much bone meal as possible. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do, but I'll cut all of it out because you guys aren't interested. I would love to continue this running theme of me enjoying boring activities in Minecraft, but This is just too far. I'm afraid I'm not as much of a psycho as I thought I was because I'm dreading this. But it's gotta be done in the name of the storage system or something like that. Well, that took quite a lot longer than I would like to admit, but at least it's done now. Now we just have to get 4 stacks of redstone and craft all of this wheat into hay bales. And just like that, we now have the 3 stacks of target blocks that we need, which means that we now have every single material to build the storage system. So now all I have to do is actually build it, and I think I'm gonna have all of the chests going around every single wall. So yeah, I think I'll start with placing those, but I think I'll need to leave quite a few blocks at the back here. I think 6 blocks should be good enough. So yeah, now we've just got to expand this all the way around the room. And there we go. This actually looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. There is a gap here though for the bubble column that goes all the way down to Bedrock, actually, all the way to the top of Alien's UFO, because of course we've got to have easy transport between like the 5 bases on top of each other. So for instance, if I wanted to spy on Alien, I could do it very easily. Same with Silent and Slates as well. The next step for this storage system is to actually place a hopper on the backside of every single chest. It's just now occurring to me that this could potentially cause a little bit of lag in Spawn Town. I really hope not, but I guess we'll find out. I find it so crazy that I have an entire shulker box of hoppers, oh my lord. But yeah, now I've just got to get to placing these. And there we go, there are now all of the hoppers fully in place, and honestly, I thought I would notice at least a little bit of frame droppage, but I've tested it with my FPS counter on Onyx Client, and honestly, I don't see any dropped frames, which is really good news because I was starting to get a tiny bit worried. But yeah, the next step is to now get a bunch of blocks and place them on this block of all the chests right here. This may seem a little bit weird, but I'll show you guys why in a second. Now that we've got these blocks in place, I can run some hoppers into them, and then once we're done placing these hoppers running into those blocks, I can get rid of these blocks, and that way now the hoppers are just running into the air here. I wouldn't have been able to place these in this way without those temporary blocks first. Okay, that's all of these hoppers now placed. The next step is to place some blocks on the backside of the top layer of these hoppers down here, so I should be able to get this done very fast. Okay, nice, and now the next step is to actually place some comparators on these blocks running out of the hoppers. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop doing these progress updates now because, not gonna lie, I feel like it's getting a little bit repetitive and boring. I've basically now just got to place some more blocks, some glass, some target blocks, and some torches, and then that's basically it done. So I'll get back to you guys when I've done those. Well, quite a lot of time has passed in between clips here, and I have basically got the entire storage system done. If we just take a look back here, you can see that I've placed all the torches and target blocks and all the bits of redstone dust and glass as well. So yeah, that didn't really take too long at all. If we take a look in these hoppers here, you can see how I've laid out these items. So I've got the item that I'm gonna sort in this column, and then I have 4 filler items. I personally used stone because that was just the material that I had a large amount of, and yeah, I've also named it 1 because that was easy to name. And the reason for that is so I can sort regular stone in the system as well. If I just left those filler items named as stone, the system would break. But yeah, as you can see, I've done that with all of these items here, just 41 of each, which did take a little while, but after that I placed a row of hoppers above these hoppers, and these ones literally go all the way around the storage room in one big loop. Now when I put a bunch of random items in this chest here, they'll travel along these hoppers until they go on top of the item that is going to sort. So let's say some tuff is coming through here and then it gets to this hopper. As you can see, right beneath it we have the tuff filter here. So then all of this tuff coming through will just start trickling down into the hoppers and into the chests. And yeah, it goes all the way down and starts filling up from the bottom. Now obviously for a lot of these blocks, 7 double chests isn't going to be sufficient for the amount of things I have. So instead I've went ahead and put a bunch of them manually into shulker boxes and put them in this top chest here. Now whenever I notice that the stone's filling up to like this chest here or whatever, I'll just put them into a few shulkers and then I'll have a bunch more space again. Obviously this isn't the best way to do it. It would be better if I had some shulker loaders and stuff like that, but honestly putting a few items into shulker boxes every now and again isn't really that big of a deal. I'm not too bothered, so just a bunch of item filters in a row here with lots of space will definitely be good enough for at least a few months. So yeah, it definitely did take a little while setting up each item in the correct way, and then putting some blocks / item frames above the chests so when I need to grab some materials I know where to look. But honestly, having an actual automatic storage system is so worth it. So yeah, let's say I was coming back from doing some adventuring and I had a full inventory of a bunch of random junk. Instead of putting it all in the right chests, all I have to do is just fly up here and dump all of my junk in this chest right here, and there are some hoppers and chests underneath it, and it will just trickle down and go through the hoppers, and each item will get sorted into the chests. This is honestly such a time saver. But yeah, of course, I don't have every single item in this storage system because there wasn't enough space. I did try to pick the ones that I tend to have the most of, and yeah, for all the other items that don't get sorted, they all just get dumped in these chests here automatically. Because if a bunch of random items go all the way around and they don't trickle down into any of these columns, they'll just go into like these 10 rows automatically, which is absolutely awesome. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to say, if you haven't noticed, I also made the floor a bunch of crafting tables. It only seemed right to. And I know this is kind of a meme for the truly Bedrock season that we're in, but honestly, I mainly did it just because having crafting tables everywhere was really useful in the Blue HQ, so I thought I'd continue it down here, and now if I ever need to craft anything, no matter where I am in this floor, I can just craft, and I don't have to open my inventory and manually place a crafting table each time, which is just so handy. But yeah guys, with all that said, I think I'm gonna leave it there for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. We made an absolute ton of progress. Oh, and as you can see, we have a bubble column going all the way down to Bedrock here, because I am gonna have loads of different floors to this base, not just the top floor, which is the storage system. I'm hopefully gonna have a bunch of cool farms and other useful things down here. So yeah, I'm excited to start working on that in the upcoming episodes. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then make sure to leave a like, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching guys, this has been Smurf and I'm out. I'll see you later.